Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm gonna say hello to a few of you. Crystal Johnson, Crystal Burns, Dee Dee Turner, Archie Chickadee, hello, Eva, Deborah, who else is here? Flying Dutch Woman, Deborah, hello, Lori, hello, Lori, Dee Dee, Thoughtful Watcher, hello, Rookie Steam, yes, thank you. Mexico, Pixie, hey Pixie, how are you doing? Well, you know what we're doing today. We're not actually creating the hut because, my goodness, this thing has been interesting, to say the least. Northern Ireland. Hello, Elaine. So, yeah, Hagrid's hut. This is actually not an accurate photo of it. I don't know if you've actually seen Hagrid's hut in the movies or in the theme park in Orlando, because this one is the theme park one. And this one is the film one. Can you see the difference? So this window is there, whilst that one's over there, and it has an extra wall where it's just positioned differently, I suppose. And the entrance to the second door is different, and the steps as well. So we're gonna go with this one. What we got here? As Arizona, South Carolina, Florida. Everyone's from America, guys. Everyone's from America. Well, not everyone. Hey, Eli, how are you going? So, husband and child are out right now. They will be back. And I've got my coffee here. So, let me know what you are all working on during this stream, because I will be working on some props. I have a few things prepared. I want to make the Monster Book of Monsters in this stream in miniature, and I have the dimensions here if anyone is interested in that. Texas. I'm doing very well, Eli. Very well. It's a bit early though. It's 8. It's 8. So everyone tuning in right now, we've started like 5 minutes ago, but not really started. I mean, Kentucky. Wow, I think I have all the states here very soon. Yeah, that's my husband. He is saying exploring the big wide world of closed on Sundays, Australia. Well, we opened stores at 11, but hey Katie, how are you going? But yes, I want to make the Monster Book of Monsters basically just a fluffy book cover, because it's very hard to make something like this in miniature. I'll try and add these bits later with polymer clay probably. And then let me see. This is what I'll be using for that. If you ever can get your hands on this stuff, it's so soft and it really feels like fur, but it's not. It's very much polyester, and I think it's great to use for the monster book, as you can see. So yeah, we'll be doing that. what else? Right, an egg creature. So I'm good, Katie. I'm good, Katie. Ohio. West Virginia. Wow. My boyfriend's brother lives in Australia. 8 p.m. Yeah, it's 8 a.m. here. No music, because I had complaints about the music. It was too loud or too soft, so no music. Unless you really want me to put on music, I'll put on music. But it will play via my speakers and I haven't tested it yet, so no music. Yeah, 12th scale. That's funny, Katie. Kentucky. Hey, second one from Kentucky. Let's see. So, I think this was the first movie. Interior of Hagrid's hut is seen as in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Prison of Azkaban, top right and above. So, Prison of Azkaban. There's this thing there. So, I want to make that with this Easter egg thing that I got at Easter. Duh. So, it's basically already cut out. Adelaide. Hello, Adelaide. Sarah. Or Sarah. And I was thinking to not include the head because that's just weird. It's just a weird thing. So just have the body coming out of it. And I do have some nesting material somewhere which I will add when I put the hut together. Well, the hut is put together. I'll show you in a minute. 1 in the morning in the UK. Yeah, you people from the UK are a bit crazy to join my live stream. This is very, very late or early, depending on how you look at it. What kind of dog do you have, Katie? I also want to mention that I do have chairs for Hagrid's hut, but they won't be made by me. They're already made. So the chairs that you see here, I'll still make the table, but the chairs I already have. Here we go. And they cost me $3.50. That's pretty good. If you see me watch over there, by the way, that's where my stream, where I can see my cam, so I know if I'm in frame or not. Let's do that. So yeah, these are the chairs, and this is what I'll be using in the hut. And I found a coaster and it was $1. I think it's balsa wood because it's very light. And that might be a table. I think that's all right. No, definitely could not make that for $3.50. Hi Jen, how are you going? Welcome to the stream. So if I put this here and then the table, I think that would be alright. Would look alright. I think that's the right scale. It's a bit thick though, but it will work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 1/12. Okay. So let me show you the hut. Is everyone ready to see the hut? The coaster to a table. Yeah, I bought 4 of them because they were, you know, $1. Hey Ellen, how are you going? And they would make something, like I can make a miniature diorama on top of it, or I could paint on it, or I don't know. So, and then I thought, oh, why not make a table? So, is everyone ready to see the hut? And whilst I wait on your replies, here's Hagrid. So I made this little guy to represent Robbie Coltrane. He's 185 in height. And I went with that because the set of Hagrid's hut is 2 sets. One set where you see Hagrid in normal size, which is Robert Coltrane, and he's 185 in height. And one where you, for example, see Ron, Hermione and Harry sitting at this big table. That was a different set. So I went with Robbie Coltrane's height, which if I make the Harry Potter figurines, Hagrid would look fine in there, but Harry, Ron and Hermione would not, because Hagrid is the same height, basically. Yeah, Hagrid needs a burger. But this was great to determine the height of the door and then the height of the walls and then the entire hut, basically. So that's what I based it off. And there are so many images on Hagrid's hut, it's ridiculous. So, for instance, you see the door here and then you see the window there. And then the chair is there. And then you see the wall there with the fireplace on the left. But then in this image, you can see that the fireplace is left and then the wall. But then you have the fireplace here and then a window. So I took some creative liberties with this and decided to go with that one. It's getting all the inspiration is fantastic, but there are so many images that tell you that things are different. Let me see. Yes, everyone's ready. It's fine, Katie. I will speak to you later anyway. Thanks for joining in for the time you could. Okay, so it's a bit of a mess because this is the fireplace. That's gonna be the fireplace. These are the doors. This is the main interior, so the fireplace will be there. Let me see, where did I put that image? This one. So the fireplace will be there, and then that's the window. It's not as wide. And then that's that wall. And I think there's bricks over it. That's why I put bricks there. So all these bricks are cut out individually. And with this big one, every side takes about 45 minutes to put the bricks on. So put the spackle on and then push the bricks in. So it looks like there's mortar in between. So these are just egg boxes, and I put cardboard. There's cardboard in there. So there's nothing here that you can't get your hands on. It's all available. And the mortar that I use is basically just wall filler, this stuff, and I just put it on with a palette knife. And the floor is balsa wood in this instance because I just discovered this stuff and it's fantastic. It's so good. It's fantastic. It's so soft and you can push the wood grain in. You can cut it easily and just in any shape that you want. The wall is blue because it's fireproofing. Yeah, sure. I had to go to blue egg cartons because I ran out of white and brown. So that's that one. You might wonder why it's not complete. And that's because there's a second part to it which completes it. But in order to look inside, I will put the roof on. And then I can remove this part with the roof on, and then you can look inside. So that will be the entrance and the other window. Yes, all the bricks. Whew, that was a lot of work. So yeah, every wall 45 minutes. And then the small one, which has a roof on. Let me see where I'm going to put this. You need to move, buddy. Come here. So this is the smaller part. Can't really show it on. There we go. So this is the small one. The roof is already on. I can hold it on the roof. That's stuck on. But it needs the shingles on the roof still. And this is all cardboard, as you can see. It's just cardboard. Not sure if I'm gonna attach hinges to the removable part because I want to kind of be able to move it all out and then have it sitting on like a base. And then when you remove the outside, the two walls, that it still looks good when you remove it completely from the diorama. But I will try and put it, have a little area next to it where I can rest it if I just want to display it like that. But yeah, this is all cardboard. I can actually show you the second roof that I've got here. It's like a show and tell. So, I kid you not, this is Duplo. And that just folds around like that. And then it's a roof. $3.15. Yeah. I'm sorry, Nama. Welcome to the stream, though. And then this is the other part. It's also cardboard. And then the shingles I will be doing with foam. So just foam, a foam sheet. I need more because I've got 2 sheets. So I'll probably need to chase that today. And then we can attach all the shingles to the roof. And that just sits on the other bit like that. And then you can look inside. I will have cages and all whatnot hanging from the ceiling, obviously, as in that photo. Yes, Crystal, that is very true. But I'm really happy with how this is turning out, by the way. Also because I used the speckle or wool filler, whatever you want to call it. It makes it very sturdy and durable. So, yeah. The door is gonna be in there like so. I still need to make a door frame. The door will open and close. With this one, I will put probably a light inside, but there's the roof. I can't remove the roof, so in the movie it's not really clear what's in there. I think it's his bedroom, but the main area is his living area. So that's what I'm creating. And this completes the whole scene, basically. So And there you go. Oh, stay there, stay there. Don't fall. So let me tidy up my desk and then we get started with the project. I may read the stream, read the chat. 3:15. Yeah, it's thank you for joining in. It's very early in some parts of the world. Hi Christy, how are you going? Yay! I'm sorry that these prints take so long. That's one of the reasons why I'm not opening my shop in October this year, because there's just no point. The shipping rates are out of this world, basically, and it's so expensive to send stuff now because economy is not available in Australia of international shipping anymore. Not even, well, maybe for letters. No, not even for letters, I don't think. So next year, October or September, maybe even August, if the situation is still the same, we'll be opening the shop. And yeah. Hi from Perth. Hello from Perth. I'm from Perth too. How are you going? Postage is a mess right now. So what are we starting with? With the monster book or with the what is it? Snake in an egg. I can also do some crates or cages, and I also have his little umbrella. I bought a whole pack of these things, but basically I only have to paint it, and then we have Hagrid's umbrella. Yeah, it's woofy, isn't it? It does take 3 times longer to get anywhere, and also my Smart Art boxes. My Smart Art May box is still on its way. I received June. July is still traveling. I received April. It's a bit weird. Hello from Brazil, Tamires. How are you going? Detail oriented. Yeah, I'm trying. But yeah, this is one of those drink umbrella things. Yay! Hello, Era. How are you going? All right, for people just joining in, I'll quickly show the hut again. So this is the small part, all made from recyclables, cardboard, egg cartons. There's cardboard inside, and then I put the wall filler on top, or not on top. I put on the wall filler and then I push the bricks in. So that's what we have now here. And then this is the other one. This is where the fireplace will be. And this is how the other part joins in. And I can remove this for display purposes. So yeah. Gray day. It's actually sunny here right now, but it's supposed to be raining. Aww. Thank you, Scarlet Mika. Thank you. Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you, Era. It was tricky to figure out, but we got there in the end. So I don't know if anyone is interested in the blueprints of these, or in a blueprint kind of instructional thing, worksheet that they can make it themselves in this scale, because it's big. It's a big diorama. Where's my ruler? 10 inches from side to side, or 11 and a half if you go from corner to corner, or 26 or 29 centimeters. So I can probably put this into a I don't know, some kind of worksheet with the dimensions and measurements and all that kind of stuff, and include these two. Thanks, Era. It still has gaps, but that shouldn't matter because the shingles are going up. All right, let's move this thing out of the way now. Just reading the chat in the meantime. Yes, it is having a roof. The other part is still here. It's still a Duplo roof, but it will be there. It will be there. So yeah. And I put this on the outside because that's going to be covered with the shingles. And then this on the inside because it's brown. Don't have to do too much to it. Probably add some wood beams. And have stuff hanging from the roof. All good, Christine. All good. Just ask away if you want to know anything. So this is what I'm working with because... Where's the other one? Ah, yes. There are so many reference images. This one is different. So there's the fireplace and the fireplace. And this has a wooden wall. And this has a window over there. So I went with the wooden wall and the my window is on the other side. So, my sound got quiet. Is it still okay now? Been sort of been in isolation since March. So started making fairy houses. Have 2 nearly finished. No, I did not move my mic. What is happening? Is this better, guys? It's still showing up for me. Hello from Canada. I've dreamed about doing Hagrid's hut. I love doing a template with these dimensions. Okay. I'll try and work out some dimension stuff, something. So let me know for everyone in America. Australia works with A4 paper. Do you have A4 paper? Do you use letter format? Because I can do both, but I need to know what you use so I can... Well, if it's just A4, I can just do A4. But if it's letter size, then I will try to do that one as well. Okay, cool. All right. So, what are we doing first? Are we doing a book or are we doing an egg? So the choice really is the book or the egg with the weird creature inside. Okay, Katie, sleep well, and we'll talk anyway. Thank you for joining in. Letter size. Okay, cool. Letter size. Yeah, I can work with that in my editing. No, not my editing program. In my how do you call it? Egg. I'll do both, but let's see what we're doing first. Photoshop. There we go. I got there in the end. Flip a coin. Egg, egg, egg. Thanks, Katie. Book of Monsters. Yeah, the brolly just needs to be painted, really, because it's just gonna sit in the corner. But it adds that little pop of pink that is Hagrid's umbrella. And for those of you just joining in, this is a something that I bought for $3.50 in the craft store or dollar store, I think. And I think it makes the perfect chair for Hagrid's hut. And then this is a coaster, which probably makes a good table too. It's a bit thick, but you can probably cut it out of a piece of balsa wood and then have a table. I actually think this is balsa though. Saves me a little bit of work, so I can make more crates. Okay, I think we're gonna make the egg first, which is fine. Egg. There we go. We're done. Let's see if I can pull this out. Probably not. So this has a knot in there. Where's my tools? So this is how I've been working with for Hagrid's hut. This is basically my tools in a little, I don't know. I think this was a balsa wood box that my balsa wood came in. So let's have a look. I'm gonna do the book as well. Oh yeah, you're right, Aira. It might work as it is. I just need to give the table some legs. Yeah, I'm gonna make the book as well. Don't worry about that. Because for this part, I can only make the, there we go, it's open now. I can only make the wormy thing that is in there. And then I have to bake it eventually. I can't get it. I can't get it out. We'll get there in the end. Egg, please. Yes, we're gonna make the egg. But I'm gonna make the book as well. I just need to get this little stubborn thing out. There we go. Just pull it out. Ah. Yes, that's very true. That's very true. So what I use the balsa for is the doors, which is pretty thick balsa wood. Also, it's not going to be handled by children, so these are just little planks of balsa stuck together with wood glue. Then put these beams at the back, so it's pretty sturdy, and you can also add wood grain. And the floor is made of balsa wood, which is it's sitting on cardboard, so it's sturdy anyway. And then I have that wall made out of balsa wood, but it's very thin balsa wood, but again it's stuck to a wall, so it's gonna stand the test of time, I suppose. So yeah. Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate that. Well, I gotta say, this is not proportional. This is way bigger than I expected it to be. All right, we've got our egg. Let's get this box of clay. Yeah, it does texture easily. Ooh. All right. Just gonna use this little piece of foil. And then this is just super sculpey. I have a big box. What was it, 4 pounds? 4 pounds of clay. It was, you basically get 1 pack for free. Hi Raven, do you still have the coffin pencil box? Because that was my first video by you and loved it. I love it then. Yes, I do. I do still have it. I can show you if you want to. So, for this egg to stand up, whew, let me see, where's my reference? So it's kind of tilted that way. So what I'm making now is a little base so this thing doesn't roll away. It's just a flat piece of clay. And this is bacon bond. Can you see that? And if you want to adhere clay to anything that is not clay, or if you want to adhere to clay to baked clay, it's very good to use this. So I'm going to add it to the clay here. And then decide where I want it. So it's sitting about there. About there, I suppose. Okay. I'm just going to grab this thing for Zachary. Show him this thing. It's standing up there. Bear with me. It's a little dusty. All right, that was the pencil coffin box. Yeah. For anyone who hasn't seen it, there is a video on my channel with this, which is monetized but limited because apparently it's not wanted by advertisers. And then that is the pencil coffin box. So basically you can put your pens and pencils in here. Have it sitting on your desk like that. Will the egg get messed up in the oven? I don't do clay a lot. No. So this is basically, what is it? Paper. It will be fine. It will be fine. So this is fabric. And these are little buttons made out of polymer clay. I did in that video. So that is it. 3 beautiful candle holders melt away from the wood form because I didn't put bacon bond on first. Yes. So this is already stuck. It's like a little bit like a glue. And this doesn't have to be like neat or tidy or anything. So it's just gonna sit on there, and then I bake everything in a little ceramic tray. Yeah, it is weird that they're limited. But yeah, I bake everything in a ceramic tray. It's only small. It's like a little ceramic tray. It's about 2.5 inches high, maybe 3 inches high, and my clay never burns. My eldest daughter asked me to make one of those kit dollhouse minis, and I said no. After watching you both, Chantal and Era, I get more pleasure in making my own furniture. I said, okay, can teach me. You can teach me how. That's cute. I have not made any of the boxes, but I have 4. Don't think people on my channel are interested in it if I do a live stream me making those boxes, because it's just looking at someone putting the kit together, but you can get great pleasure out of putting the kit together yourself. But then again, Era and I make our own furniture. That being said, I bought a $10 dollhouse for my daughter. It needed replacement floors, so I got my father-in-law to make the floors just out of MDF wood. And then I'm going to paint it white and buy the dollhouse furniture, because she's going to play with it and she's going to use it over and over and over again. And that's just sturdy, cheap wood, and it will just do for now. Okay, we've got a snake-like thing, which is just going to be draped like that. So I have these little sheets of baking paper. Come on. Put a little something on there. And I've got one little brush, this one. It looks disgusting, but this is what I use for my liquid Sculpey, and I never clean it. I just wipe it on a towel. Oops, sorry. Just wipe it on a towel, and then I'll just put it in my drawer. It's fine. So this creature thing is gonna come out of there. And of course I will paint it later. Always wanted one of those Victorian ones. Yeah, they take forever to make. So I'm very interested in that Victorian stuff as well, because I just love the Victorian era. I don't know why, I just do. And I could probably make one, but it will take forever. And I don't think that's what my channel is about right now. Maybe later. So that's one part. I love dollhouses. Nope. You and Bentley should make a Harry Potter collab. Like make the Hogwarts common rooms. I'm already planning them, to be honest. I mean, hey, Era can join me if she wants to. But I'm planning them for the new year. I've put a community post out not too long ago where people can send in stuff to go in the common rooms if you're interested in participating with that. we go, another sneaky part. I'm missing some chat here. The kits are $200 plus. What? That's insane. I use drink trays. You get fast food restaurants. Durable thing. Very nice. Yeah, reusable stuff is fantastic. You're a Ravenclaw. I'm a Slytherin. Yeah, go for it. So basically what my post was about was celebrating 10,000 subscribers, which is fantastic. I'm so happy with all of you. Celebrating that and then giving you the opportunity to join into the miniatures. So it's 1/12 scale, and in the new year, I am not quite sure when. I think it's Feb, April, and so on and so forth, or it might be Jan, March. I can't quite remember, but the common rooms, you can send in some stuff. I will showcase everything, and then when I put the room together, I will put it in, even if the items arrive later, so after the fact that I've created, like for instance the Gryffindor common room, and then in the next one I make the Slytherin room. I will showcase the Gryffindor room at the end, putting your items in that I received later. Uber Eats paper bags. Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you recycle them? My volume again. It's my mic, isn't it? It's a bit funky. That better? It should be alright now. Yeah, it's my mic, I think. It should be working now. Yeah. It's when I switch it off and on, it might have a glitch every so often. I don't know. It's an expensive mic, so I don't know why. More snaky bits. More snaky bits. Probably put a thingy up there. Might just have to stuff it with all this, I don't know, filling. Something or other. Hey Edwina, how are you going? And Lala? Loose wire maybe. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. This thing never gets moved. Alright. Let's have a look. Somewhere there. If you want to work with polymer and other materials like this, it won't stick if you don't have the bacon bond. There we go. Yeah, we do kind of make the same style things. I'm very much lost in the Harry Potter realm at the moment. But I will get to some more darker and creepier stuff over time. Also, I want to make dolls. As most of you probably have noticed in one of my videos, I mentioned that. I want to start trying to make dolls, like one-of-a-kind dolls. As in, they're posable dolls with a armature body. So not with the joints and all that. Polymer is, it takes a lot of practice and patience. Especially. I have cheaper polymer clay from Montmartre, and that is not great. So this whole tree is made from that. Bigger objects, flat objects like this one is fine, but if you go creature-like and you have very fine details, they don't tend to just sit in there very much. Oh, that would be awesome, the Harry Potter themed book nook. Are you going to make a Hagrid doll? Yes, I am. So, where did Hagrid is lying here right now. He's a bit sad and skinny, but I use this. This is the right size as for 1/12 scale for Robbie Coltrane, and he's 185, and I used him as a guide to for my door, and then from the door I make the walls, and then from the walls I make the whole diorama. It's very hard to determine what the height of the doors is. I also explained that the set of Hagrid's hut was made with two sets. So one set was Robbie Coltrane in his normal 185 height and normal sized chairs and whatnot. And when Harry, Ron and Hermione were on set, like in this photo, that's a different set where all the furniture is bigger. So it's very hard to determine as making miniature. I don't know if I can call myself a miniaturist because, you know, I'm just having fun. But as making miniatures, it's very hard to determine if you should make it in a bigger scale because Hagrid is bigger, but then Robbie Coltrane's only 185 and the set is made for him. So I just went with that, with 185. Working on some 114 scales dolls now. Crumbles that small. I want to create a Harry Potter diorama. Rookie's theme, like I said before, I'm gonna make a worksheet out of this Hagrid's hut, so you have all the dimensions. Yeah, he needs some burgers. He's a bit skinny. Rock cakes, Creation, yes, I will, but I'm not into making dolls right now yet, so I still need to get into that stuff. It's all very, very new for me. Can't wait to see your Hagrid. Oh, thanks, Era. Miniatures. I'm a bit extra with my miniatures. Is that what you mean? Just kidding. Oh, just kidding. It's so hard to find other miniatures, by the way, on the YouTubes. It's yeah. You can't just go miniature and then you find everything Warhammer related. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's not really what I'm into. always wondered why the wizards were so chaotic with their houses and places. Claustrophobic. Yeah. It's seriously, if you read all these notes, because this is just a copy from a book, but I didn't want it. The book is like that thick. I didn't want to keep referring to the book every time I'm creating, because the books are not cheap, and I bought them because I like collecting those books of the art of Harry Potter, and I just had a few prints done. Alright, I probably have to fill up that whole egg with something, and I think that's all right like this, because it's fairly dark inside that egg. It's probably also a smaller opening, but that's okay. We'll figure something out. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for this thing, because this is where we get tedious, right? With all the detailing. I'm just, I'm just going with the flow. I don't really know what I'm doing most of the time. I'm just doing it, really. Bye, Dee Dee. Thanks for joining in. Artists are wizards too, of course. Yeah, like what Era said, we love to see your creations. I absolutely love seeing your creations. So if you make anything inspired by whatever we make here, then yeah, tag us. It's always interesting to see. I love that, Teresa. That's a very good reasoning for not throwing things away. Oh yeah, I could probably do some coiling of that stuff. Yeah, let's do that. So as you can see, I'm just going with the shape of the snake, or snake, whatever it is. And then I'll do again on the other side. Are there going to be blast and screws in the miniature? I don't even know what they look like. I think this will be the only creature though in there. I wish I could paint this guy for you guys on stream, but it needs to bake first, so. And then cool down. Mummy's an art hoarder. Well, this mummy is too. I can tell you that. There's a lot of cardboard and whatnot sitting here. Oh, thanks, Patricia. After the stream, I'll definitely have a look and give it a like, of course. Yeah, it is a dental too. AliExpress, I think. Yeah, AliExpress must be something like that. I'm pretty sure you can get it at dollar stores. this is one of my most used tools. Can you do it with something else? Probably. Here, let's try a toothpick. See if we can have the same effect. Yep, it's not as easy as I want it to be. So you kind of have to drag it, but it's not impossible. Okay, Sticks, thanks for joining in so far and have a good dinner. Enjoy your meal. Okay, Zaki. All good. Zachary, I should say. Oh yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I can throw it in the oven. Well, let's not throw things, but... the back of a scalpel. Probably. Don't have mine with me. If you have tweezers like this, they probably work too. I love these things. I have to order more. But I'm probably ordering them at AliExpress. However, they are also on my Amazon if you really want them. Let me see if so. You can go there if you want to see my favorite supplies. So there's favorite supplies for dioramas, favorite supplies in general. You can find them all there. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, then I have to paint it. Yeah, well, can do that probably if I have enough time. But I do want to make the book, definitely. The book is gonna be fairly quick and easy though. Turkey screws. I was gonna ask you guys a question. Oh yeah. What is your favorite Harry Potter, or who is your favorite Harry Potter character? I would like to know. There are so many characters in there. I'm not talking about the creatures, by the way, just the characters, just the people. I'm not going to tell you mine yet, because I want to know yours first. Well, this is going pretty well, actually. It's Hagrid, Snape, Hagrid, Harry. Okay. I like Voldemort, Snape, Neville. Aw. That's awesome that you met him. Hagrid. Hermione. Well, mine must be a Sirius Black. I don't know why. It's just I think he's got this little bit of mystery over him. I really like his outfit. I like the black house. Yeah. Lupin, good one too. Great actor too, by the way. McGonagall. Yep. No one for Dumbledore. Hermione. She's a bookworm. I'll probably resonate with her the most, but... Okay, we're nearly done. The fellow who goes around helping the creatures. Aw, that's Mrs. Weasley. I would love to make her living room at some point with all the knitted stuff and, you know, blankets everywhere. Oh, that's great, Teresa. You hate Dumbledore? What do you think about the Fantastic Beasts movies? I think they could have done better, to be honest. I'm not in love with it as much as I want to be. It's probably because of that they're trying to put too much in one movie that not everyone understands from the get-go. I love the nude stuff and with all the creatures and in the suitcase and all that kind of stuff. I love that part. And what's the guy's name? The bakery guy. Dumbledore. Aw, is it that bad? Ah, mute. Yeah, everything knitted. Isn't that cool? Making Mrs. Weasley's, Molly Weasley's living room. The clock, yes. Love the burrows. Yeah, that's the thing. With miniature, you can either make the whole outside shell one room at a time, or the whole outside and inside, like what Era did with her Addams Family. But it's a big job. And I so underestimated this one. I so did. Like I said, one wall with the bricks took me of the big one, took me 45 minutes per wall and half an hour for the small one per wall. Jacob, that's his name. Kowalski. Love that guy. Such a good actor. He's so funny. Just his laugh with the giggle water just cracks me up every time. Alright, then the next question for you all. What's your favorite creature? And that could be from either movie. It doesn't matter. Fantastic Beasts or Harry Potter. Okay, I think we got there. Pins, yeah, probably pins. Trying to make small bottles for new shit now. Could you just use little glass bottles? Or would that be too big? The burrow would be huge in its entirety, yeah. That would be a multi-year project. I'm not sure if I'm up for that now. There we go. Zool, Demiguise. So I could do some coiling like this. Why do I have fluff everywhere? But I need a lot of coiling then. Oh, the Thestrals. Oh, they're too big, okay. Buckbeak or Fluffy? Count Dementors. Well, the creatures, I suppose. You're very dark, Zachary. Very dark. But that's okay. We like dark stuff. Okay, so I'm just covering that in the bacon bond. I was gonna say Super Sculpey, but that's not it. That's not it. So that fill up a little bit of that space. Oh, more clay. If you got wool and PVA glue, soak it in PVA or let it dye. And oh yeah. Yeah, but the wool's not as thick as this though. I like it, Zachary. It's good. Who's my favorite creature? I don't know. Who's my favorite creature? I like Buckbeak because he can fly and he's pretty different than any of the other creatures. But also, how about Fox? He basically never dies. Sorry for the wobbly desk. I have conditioned this clay before. It's been a while. Centaurs. Yeah, I had a bit of a thing with the centaurs for it being in Harry's. So in the books, He has a much friendlier relation with Bane. Than he does in the films. Well, everything is a bit different in the films, really. So, my schedule needs editing. So, basically, what I did for Hagrid's Hut is gonna happen again if I don't edit my schedule. So, for... is it November? Let me check. I think it's November. No. September. Let's do September first, okay? So in September I have Honeydukes planned. But would you like to see the same thing what I did with Hagrid's Hut now? With the outside and the inside, so I can remove the outside. And then you have a glimpse inside when you remove one part. Or just the inside. Because that's another big diorama. Peeves, yes, Peeves was not in the movies. He was edited out. Yeah, Nearly Headless Nick is John Cleese. I'm just rolling out the snake of clay, by the way. I think we might be getting close. Best goes as Moaning Myrtle, yeah. She's pretty cool. She's funny too. Yes, Honeydukes in September. And then another question. The house elves, yeah. The house elves, they have a much bigger role in the books. Also, Hermione has this spew thing, which is not reflected in the movies. I'm late. What are you making? We are making an egg with whatever creature is inside that egg. For Hagrid's Hut. Inside and out would be amazing. Dobby. Oh, yeah, Dobby. Movie 2. So, Lindsay, we're basically making stuff for inside Hagrid's Hut. It won't be a super long stream. Probably go for another 45 minutes or so. So I'm making this one now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna bake it and then paint it, because looking at the clock, I probably have enough time to make the Monster Book of Monsters and probably a cage. I'm just rolling out a snake of clay here. That's basically what I'm doing. Nearly there. Alright, oops, come back here. So that whole bowl is covered in goop. So whoever gave me this tip is working really, really well. It's really cool. Thestrals. Yeah. They are pretty cool. I would probably freak out the same way as Harry did, though, by seeing them all of a sudden. I might even have too much. What got me into making miniatures? Haha. That started with... So I don't know if you've seen my Harry Potter miniature room or the room of curiosities. I don't know if you want me to show you because it's a bit hidden. But that was my very first miniature, and I made that in May last year. So basically what happened was I made a... Thanks, Edwina. See you next time. Thanks for joining in. Basically I started with a cabinet made out of wood or popsicle sticks, and then I thought, but what if I make a whole room? So I did, and that's how it started. And then I made what did I make it next? The Edgar Allan Poe room. And then Jezza's thing came along. And when Jezza's thing came along, I won amongst other people. And that's how I met Aira. And that's how it started. So I started last year May. Let me read the chat. Neil lights in my miniature quilt shop. I would love to make a hat shop at some point. Haven't got around to do it yet. Wow, that looks very intense, Lindsay. Okay, Patricia, thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate it. Work on a replica of an 18th century in setback dressing robe. Wow. Junk type journal, travel journal. I ended up here because of Jezza. Thank you. There's so many people here from Jezza. Alright, I'll probably have to detail a little bit of this. There we go. But yeah, ask me anything. Anything, really. What would you like to know? Yeah, that's how Bentley and I... Did I get there? That's how Bentley and I met. Or Aira and I met. I'm so glad we met too. It's been much fun. Teresa's working on junk journals. Oh. Oh, that's awesome, Teresa. I hope you get that realized. Oh. When did you plan on making a YouTube channel? What inspired it? I honestly can't remember. I think my husband once said that I should start a YouTube channel, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe. So I think it started with unboxings and stuff and stationery and whatnot. And then I made that Harry Potter room, and it's kind of started from there. It kind of got going from there. Oh, excuse me for the yawn. Ah, yeah. A lot of people are here from Era's channel. But I do think that people like seeing us collab. So I'm just adding details just here and there. Not too much. There we go. Just to give the illusion. It looks like like earthworms, but it's gonna be like a pinky red. Yeah, it's got to be dark red like in the crevices and then lighter red on top, like red orange on top. So I think he is ready to get baked, but I'll do that later because I don't want to, you know, run out of time. Husband will take credit, but it was the bullet journal in the beginning though. Yeah, probably. I thought it was funny, just picked 2 miniature videos and now he is even making minis. I know. But you know what? I think he sees that there's an actual market and audience for it. So he sees us succeed with our miniatures and whatnot. And he sees his Warhammer buddies succeed with whatever they are making and making miniatures out of what Black Magic Craft did the other day. He made terrain out of water guns, which was really, really cool and very, very creative. Dumb question. There is no such thing as a dumb question. A bullet journal is a journal where you keep all your weekly plans, basically. I can show you. Maybe. No, I don't have it here. But bullet journal is basically a journal where you have lists. It's basically your life is based on lists and you track everything there. And a junk journal is you create a journal made from leftovers and junk. So I can show you, well, it's not quite a junk journal, but it is a journal that I made. Looks like a wormy egg. Yeah, so it's basically blue. Where is it? This thing. That thing. But where is it? Without the head and, you know, inspired by it. That's called inspired. So this is one of those journals that I made. I still have to sew the front on. Like I want to sew around and then stick it on. It has these corners. I want to sell these eventually in a shop that in an online shop. So when you open it, it's like this. It's got signatures. They're all stitched in there, as you can see. And this is just printer paper that's tea stained. And it has all these little pockets and little fold outs and whatnot, and clips and ephemera. And that kind of stuff. But people make these with junk. So basically all the paper that goes in the bin, like envelopes and junk mail and that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's see. I have to read back on the thing now. So no dumb questions. My favorite minis to make. Something that includes moss, because I like adding moss to anything. Junk journals use paper of all kinds, ornaments, odds and ends to make journals. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Flying Dutch Woman. So yeah, this is one of the journals that I would like to sell eventually, like something like this. So it's all cloth and it's all bound and it's all, yeah, you know, doesn't have any weird endings. but it's basically just a journal for writing in. And I have another one with a skull, which is bigger. But yeah, it's a little thing. All right, shall we maybe try to maybe make a monster book of monsters? Let's try that. So this, I'm gonna put this one in the baking tray. These are little pieces of glass just from frames where I bake my stuff on as well. And this is the baking tray that I was talking about. And I just pop it in there, and that's how it goes in the oven. And my stuff doesn't burn. I don't know. It just doesn't burn. Lindsay, yes, if you have scrapbook paper, please try. Nick the Booksmith is a fantastic bookbinder. And if you want to learn any bookbinding, go to her channel. I do have some bookbinding things on my channel as well. So maybe try and check it out. Post-it notes, yeah. So bullet journal is basically people track everything from habits to how much water they drink to how much they exercise, how many hours of sleep they got. There's a whole bullet journaling community out there, and that's how it started. But I found how the more I got into art and eventually into miniatures, I could not do the bullet journaling anymore. So that's why I'm not doing that anymore. I don't know. I don't know, Flying Dutch Woman. I don't know. The thumbs up, they're engagement, but they're not like a set thing for your channel. I mean, I get thumbs down as well. I you know, that's just the way it is. Hi Eva, how are you going? Thank you for joining the live stream. How long did it last? About 2 hours. So I've been an hour and a half in now. Need some water. So this little dude is in his tray. We can bake him later. And then obviously I will paint him, and then you will see him back in the video. This is going in the bin. Just setting up for the next bit. But so this is what I do with that brush that was dipped in the bacon bond. I just wipe it. Oops. That's what happens sometimes when you have cheap brushes, but that's okay. So just flatten the bristles, and it goes back into his little holder thing. Because as long as this doesn't get baked, it doesn't go hard. It just it's just liquid Sculpey basically. That one back. I have a little, don't know if you guys do that. This is an old ice tub, ice cream tub, and I just keep that on my desk as a little bin, so I don't have to get up all the time. I'm just gonna go back in here. All right. Nearly there. We're nearly there. Where's everyone from? Argentina. Wow. This is just some alcohol. Yes, I know we're in shortage, but I use it to clean my hands after pulling the clay. Hi Zachary, welcome back. Texas, Wisconsin. Alright, Scarlet Mika, thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time. Allison Junior kit? I have no idea what that is. Fort Worth, Texas. UK, yeah, Christine, you're a bit crazy because I think it's very, very early in the morning over there. San Antonio. Meetups happening. Ugh, I can't talk anymore, guys. The great hole fell over. All right. Where's this thing? So I found this replica prop thing by Inside Editions of the Monster Book Dancers. So, oh, is my thing buffering? Oh no. Should be alright now. So height is 12 inch, width is 9.25 inch, and depth is 2.25 inch, which this is the metric measurements, and these are the miniature measurements in 1/12 scale. I wish I could fly over for that gathering. All right. So we need this stuff. I need to know. Ah, there we go. There's the beginning of it. What else do we need? We need some cardboard. This is some cardboard that came from the inside cover, or the cover of a book. Just the cover of a book. And it's sturdy and very usable. So probably have a double this up, and then 2.54. I'll just go with 2.5. Tasmania. Hey Christine, how are you going? And Paula. Another one from the UK. Your people are crazy people. Way too early over there. And then 1.96. Let's just go with 2. I know this is much a thing with miniatures to actually do the measurements that are given, but it's a book. It's a book. There we go. So if we double this up, that would be the perfect depth for the book. Glue. So the glue I'm using here is basically Fabri-Tac glue. It's the same thing. It's what do you call it? Acetone-based glue. And it grips so fast. It's really good. Really, really good. And then you can just file the back with an emery board or nail file, not a hand file, nail file. Yes, you need to, if you haven't yet, Era, please, please, please use some Fabri-Tac glue, because it grips so fast. It glues basically anything together, even metal. It's acetone-based glue, so if you can't get your hands on Fabri-Tac, then anything that is acetone based. And I don't buy it in these tiny bottles. Always seems to explode in your drawer. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, Ara, if everything is open again and you do your meet and greet around when there is like a how do you call those YouTube gatherings? One of those. So we basically have a book now. But we need this stuff. So there's this bridge here on this side. VidCon, that's the one. VidCon. Do it around the time when there's VidCon and I can travel, so I can, you know, be in Australia for more, or in Australia, be in America for more than friends, miniatures, and just, you know, traveling. Don't know what I wanted to say there. So we can just stick it on like that. Aline's Fabric Fusion. If it's the clear stuff, yes. Yes, I'm pretty sure that would be the same thing. Yeah, Hobby Lobby, Joanne, Michaels might even have it. Amazon has it. It's on my list. There we go. For anyone who is interested in that. Nerdy crafter. She's too big for us. So put a strip of glue and then just glue this stuff on. That wasn't smart. I just dropped my scissors. Oh. And just cut off the excess on the sides. Craft a tube get together. I'm not big enough for that yet. So that's one strip on. It's a bit fluffy, like hairs will come off, but that's you know, to be expected with any of this stuff. So it's a very simple way of making the Monster Book of Monsters, but it's effective. Ah, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Just over 10k. So that's 2 strips. I'll probably get away with one more. That should cover the whole thing. So fluffy. Yeah, it is very fluffy. I love it though. I actually have a real life scale one sitting somewhere behind me. It's covered by Hagrid's hut now though. So yeah, this fluffy yarn is great for this stuff. So if you can get your hands on anything like this, buy it. We say you are, so there. Okay. Yeah, just over 11k. 11.2. It's so soft. This stuff, you can't feel it when you touch it. It's that soft. So now we just have to cover the spine and the back of the book, or the other side of the book. Gotta go. That's okay, Ara. Thank you for joining in. We won't be too long anymore anyway now. I'm just gonna finish up this book and then I think I'll call it a day. Well, not really, because I'm actually gonna work on the hut today. Crystal, I'm wondering how that fluffy yarn would knit up. But also don't hate myself that much. Well, I tried crocheting with it. And let me tell you that you can't really, it's very hard to find the previous stitch to hook into. So maybe knitting would be easier, but I doubt it will. Thank you, Era, for joining us. I really appreciate it. So just like the other side. Just gonna stick about 3 on. It is a nightmare. But for this purpose, it's fantastic. Yeah, about 2 more. Because I have a white one as well, which basically makes a white rug. But to be honest, instead of crocheting or knitting it, I would just stick it to a piece of cardboard if you want to make a rug or something like that. But if I want to make creatures in the future, creature creations, this would make a nice, I don't know, trim at a skirt or a top or something like that. Yeah. The yarn looks a bit like a pick me puff. Yeah, it's a bit floofy, a little bit floofy. Hold on, I'll show you the thing in a moment. Yeah, you're really flying blind. Absolutely. So, here's my Pick Me Puff book. No, just kidding. I probably need to trim it a little bit. Where's my tiny little scissors? Are they somewhere in here? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they're not anywhere. That's okay. We can deal with it. Oh, hold on. I found them. Found them. What am I making now? I'm making the Monster Book of Monsters in miniature. Oops. Runaway monster book. His hair is just a little bit long right now. But yeah, I think this is a pretty effective way of making this monster book this way. Doesn't like haircuts. No, it gets away from me. Somehow it's easy to picture Hagrid doing a hair trim in room on monsters. Yeah. Just play him a bit of music and he falls right asleep. Something like that. Just gotta stroke him. So yeah, there's a lot of fluff coming off this thing, but it does look good in the end. If you're not following me on Instagram, by the way, you can do so. A little bit of glue there. Let me see, copy. So I need a little bit more. Here we go. That looks a lot better. I seriously don't know anything about Bugs Bunny. It's funny though. Well, you should look a little bit rugged, right? Susie Skills. Just follow you. Thank you, Sparkosaurus. I like that. That's cute. These are just very good nail scissors. There we go. There is our little monster book of monsters. And that should sit on Hagrid's table, right? You gotta agree. I think he's very cute. I'll have a look. So I probably should put some little beads in there for his eyes, so at least he's got that. Probably not the fangs though, he's too tiny for that. But other than that, I think he looks pretty cool. Little monster book of monsters. Would be cool to sell these in the shop as well, wouldn't it? There we go. Okay, I'll stop cutting now, otherwise it'll be a bold monster book of monsters. There we go. And a messy disc. So I don't know if you guys want me to create something else, like a crate or something. I love this yarn so much, it's so soft. If you're in Australia, they sell this at dollar stores or at Red Dot. And they have all kinds of colors. I have a white one too, I believe, somewhere. So yeah, I could even make a white one, but I wouldn't make a monster book, right? I would make a bunny book. Itty bitty fangs. Yeah, could probably do that. They would be really itty bitty, itty bitty though. So there we go. Probably make some out of polymer clay and then add them here, and then the little beady eyes, little black beads. Oh yeah. Well, his cauldron will definitely be in there because I still have to make that. Don't know what I'm making that from yet though. Yeah, paint the fangs on. I suppose I can still do that. Fizz gig. Makes me think of the fluffy little guy on Dark Crystal. Don't remember the name. I still have to watch Dark Crystal. It needs hair gel. Yeah, I know, a little bit. Just a few fluffs of hair gel, right? Just to make him a little bit more scruffy. A chocolate frog in polymer clay. Like a real size one or a fake one, like a miniature one. It should be something I would find in Hagrid's hut though. So let's make a crate. Fizz gig. Is this something I should know, guys? Ah, so okay. Oh, you know what? He was designed by Brian Fruit, and Brian Fruit makes these amazing fairy books. I've got a few of those. Patchwork quilt on Hagrid's bed. I could probably drape that over his chair. That wouldn't be bad. Where do you see the patchwork quilt though? Because there's none in the movies. Ron could have left it at Hagrid's table. Yeah. I have a bucket. Here's the other yarn, by the way. Where's my bucket? So here are a few things that I'm gonna... Pumpkins are gonna be outside. Bucket. Some bottles to put in his hut as well. This is the other yarn. The tea kettle will be in there, the red one, right? The red one. So that's on this page with a cup. I've got ropes as well. The chair I'll be making too. Some pots I'll be making and some bricks as well, just to scatter around the area. So I have this terracotta clay, air dry clay, and I still need to make some of that. Bottle addiction. I have a whole drawer full of these drawers. I have a whole drawer full of these drawers, sure. I have a whole drawer full of these bottles. What else do we still need to make? The crates and whatnot. So this is from Hagrid's Hut, the ride. So I'm gonna end the stream soon. I won't be making anything else, but I'm just gonna tell you. Order of the Phoenix. I will have a look. I will definitely have a look. Thank you. Because I can drape it over his chair or something like that. It's just an extra something that I can make. It's really good. Thanks. Excuse me. So this is from Hagrid's ride on the Warner Brothers thing, the theme park. So there's a wheelbarrow there, and there's a pumpkin, and there's some crates and whatnot outside. So there's some inspiration. Here's another photo with a cauldron and a candle and the chair again. And I still need to make the windows. So for the windows, I've got this, I don't know, I think this had cake in it at some point. And I just kept this because, oh, look at that. Isn't that a perfect window? So I'm gonna cut the windows out of this. What's next? So ropes, I've got ropes and whatnot. There's a little washing basin there, so might have to make that too, with a little towel hanging over it. And then this is also from the ride as well. So just for some props and bits and pieces. It's good to get inspiration from that. And then here's the Monster Book of Monsters. But this, it says 2 of Hagrid's books, Dragon Breeding for Pleasure and Profit, and the Monster Book of Monsters. So this book, the Dragon Breeding for Pleasure and Profit, this is the only illustration or photo that we see of that. And to be honest, I have not seen it in the book. In the movie, sorry. I have not seen this in the movie. But if you Google it, you get weird, I don't know, digital images for that. And I kind of want to make that one as well. It looks bigger than the Monster Book of Monsters, so I'll probably make it a little bit bigger than this one. And other than that, I have a lot of little bits and bobs that I want to include. So this is it's cloth. How do you call this? Gaze. I've got some hemp cord. Got some of this, whatever that might be. Got some of this stuff. And this is just felt and some fabrics that you might find. Probably not this one. This is the one that I used for my collab with pixie sticks. But this is probably fabric that you would find in Hagrid's Hut. And I don't know, might make a pillow out of it or something like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this stream and that you get a bit of insight on how I do my miniatures and stuff like that. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. and that's why there was no video this week. Cheesecloth, that's the one. Is it cheesecloth? Because it looks thinner than cheesecloth. It doesn't matter, it's tea stained anyway. A spider, could probably put a spider in there. But yeah, I hope you got a little bit of insight on my process and how I do things, and that there's a lot of research and planning that goes in these videos and miniatures. And before you see anything that is happening on camera, there's so much more that's happening around it. And I want to thank you all for being here. Let me see the comments. Thank you, Rookies team. Flying Dutch Woman, Thoughtful Watcher. Thank you. It's it's been an interesting year. And thank you, Eva. And yeah, just thank you for being here. And I'll hopefully see you all next week, Friday, in my next video. And see you later. Bye.